because I want to have this conversation because I think it's one of the most fascinating things going on in the WNBA. Angel Reese is on a milk carton, and it doesn't appear, it seems like only me and Maurice are even looking for her, looking for an explanation. It makes no sense to me that someone who allegedly is one of the faces of the league, one of the most important, ESPN, her double-double streak has reached 12. And, she's a historic player. And, who knows who the rookie of the year is? She can just disappear, claim a back injury. They can say every day she's day-to-day. There's no story about, hey, what's going on with her, what type of back injury, how she got the back injury. There's nothing. Everybody's afraid to talk about Angel Reese. I know, people, I'm getting angry emails from people that are threatening emails. It's very slick and subtle, but someone needs to smash you in the face with a hammer, Jason, for what you said about Angel Reese. People are sending me subtle threats for talking about Angel Reese disappearing on the Chicago sky. Everybody knows that Ryan Clark and Shaq and these other LSU guys are sitting around laying in the cut. Don't you say nothing about Angel Reese. And so everybody's scared. We've never seen a player just disappear. Kawhi Leonard, they have excuses. They have explanations. They have reasons. This woman has disappeared. They're getting their brains beat out. It's clear as day. I don't think she's looking to get traded. I just think she's protecting her brand and doesn't want these L's on her resume because, she's some sort of winner and she brought LSU a championship and all this. Now, when the going gets tough, and this is where Maurice, I'm sorry, I'm going to let Frank go first, but I did love your point you made that I didn't elaborate on, but first year in the WNBA, she didn't finish the season. I got a wrist injury. Unrivaled. Didn't finish the season. And now another disappearance here in the WNBA. I just don't understand how this isn't being talked about. It looks like one of the so-called biggest stars in the WNBA has quit or pulled a Kawhi Leonard. Frank, you fire first. Maurice, you carry us home.
I mean, I've been calling out this stuff about Angel Reese. That's why I get on her so tough. For the longest, man, that she not for real about playing the game of basketball. She don't love the sport of basketball. She loves what the sport of basketball can do for her. And we're not surprised, I know, right? Like Maurice said, she skipped out of Unrivaled. She skipped out of last year. She didn't even come to the playoff games and the championship game just the same way. So I'm not surprised. She skipped out on her team. It went to the Met Gala this year when she had practice and a game the next day. So she's been telling us out loud, very loudly, I'm more about my celebrity status in this game of basketball in the WNBA. And it's that black girl magic is why nobody seems, to talk about it, So the black girl magic, the Yas Queens and all of them, they're not going to say nothing about it. And all of the ones that Captain saved for her, they're not going to say nothing about it. And only thing they're going to say is, well, Angel, get into the bag. She's a poor example for what a woman's basketball, especially a professional, should be like, act like. And so for the little kid, that's why I really get on her. You see all of the bloopies. If you ever seen a short saying bloopy, that's me talking about all of the time she stinks up the court. You got another guy out there with bangs. He always said, butter pecan, bang. I'm pretty sure you heard that. You ain't ever heard that? Oh, I got to send it to you, Jason. But it's too much. It's too much evidence of her being terrible at basketball.
Maurice?
I think it's embarrassing. It's a travesty what's going on. Angel Reese, it's one thing to be hurt. She's not even showing up to the games anymore. Tyler Marsh was confused that she didn't even go with the team to Indiana. She didn't go with the team to Connecticut. I think it's a travesty as a leader of a franchise and the face of a franchise. You're not even traveling with the team anymore to be on the bench to support your teammates. I think that's terrible. Talking about, oh, well, she's staying back to get treatment. What are you talking? Caitlin Clark's been at every single game, even though she can't play. Why? Because she still has a duty to the fans. You know, fans that don't get to see her play in Indiana 20 plus times a year. You know what I mean? Like, she still has a duty to go and represent the team, represent the league. So her not even showing up to games, I think is just ridiculous. And we don't know when the injury came. She was hurt before the all. And you know what? I'm sorry, Jason. Before those all-star votes came out, you were flat out stinking it up. You were shooting like 28% on free throws. You finally took basketball serious. You went on, you got crazy hot before the all-star game. You made the all-star game. The regular season game before the all-star weekend, you don't play, but you played in the all-star game. That was a little weird to me. How can you not play in the real game, but you can play in the all-star game? Little odd. Then you play after the all-star break. You're saying your back is hurting. Coach didn't want to take you out, and you've been sitting out since. I don't know what's going on. Either you don't care as much as you portray you do, or are the WNBA flat out liars in not being honest about injuries to continue selling tickets? This is also another thing that needs to be talked about. We watched Caitlin Clark be listed as day-to-day for a long time, and they were continuing to push that she's a game time decision. Only till 2 hours before to say, hey, she's not playing. So is the WNBA not being honest about you guys' injury status and just letting it be known you're going to be out several weeks? Or are you guys not as hurt as Angel Reese, not as hurt as she's saying she is? Because I don't understand it. They're not showing up to games, not finishing any season. You didn't even show up to the championship unrivaled game. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So we don't know what's going on. Somebody's not being honest with us.
Maurice, I'm really glad you made that point, because it takes me to the Caitlin Clark part of the discussion I wanted to have. I do want to say, and I'm not saying this to pick on Angel Reese, I'm just stating factually. Angel Reese playing or not playing, Angel Reese playing or not playing isn't going to move one ticket either direction. No one goes to see Angel Reese rebound. Seriously, they don't. She doesn't sell tickets. She's a nice little media story, and good for her, and it's a nice little brand. But I don't think that's the agenda as it relates to Angel Reese. I do. There's 5% of me that is like, hey, what is up with Caitlin Clark? You know, and again, I know groin injuries can be tricky, but I don't know what's going on with Caitlin Clark. And I heard someone walk through a scenario, an ESPN reporter talking about when she might return, that leads you to believe that her return might be against the Minnesota Lynx. They play the Minnesota Lynx back-to-back games at the end of this month. And I'm like, hey, man, if the Indiana Fever are dumb enough to bring Caitlin Clark back against the Minnesota Lynx, that'd be her first game back, that everybody should be fired. Dejanay Carrington, the Stud Bud twins, or whoever they are, they will eat her for lunch. Don't feed her to the Lions. And again, it's not that she can't handle it, but I want some warm-up before she faces the Minnesota Lynx and that three-guard defensive crew that they now have waiting on Caitlin Clark. If they do that, they're idiots. Don't miss a second of Fearless. Hit that like button and subscribe to keep up with our latest content.